Morning guys, cast your mind back to the Cheltenham Festival this year. Wednesday and the Thursday were a catastrophe for the bookmakers as a series of short price favourites. It won one largely uncompetitive event. I think at one point 7 out of 8 winning favourites in a row at the Cheltenham Festival. And I remember the crowing taking place at that time from racing journalists and television pundits, knowledgeable pundits, telling us how amazing that was for the sport. Well, I've got news for you guys. If you didn't already realise, racing is underpinned by betting, and if the results are not balanced, they don't have to be all bookmaker friendly or all punter friendly, but if the results are not balanced, it's not good for the finances of the sport. And that was what I argued at the time. Those of you that were following me on social networking, I argued that such results were incredibly damaging to the sport, and most people ignored that. Fair enough, cynicism. But now we hear of a £15 million levy shortfall in racing's finances going forward. The bookmakers say it's because of poor racing results. Now that's not going to make them more minded in the future, is it? To focus on racing or to push it as a product or do anything more than what they're doing right now, which is basically use racing as a product to get new customers in, sell it cheap effectively, so push them onto other products such as roulette. 3 things need to happen, and fast. Number 1, number of races has to be cut. We've heard this, it's a typical refrain. Many people believe it, the BHA is resisting it. Time has come for the amount of races to be cut. If we've been dropped by newspapers and dropped by TV companies, we need to do something about it. We've become a bore. So let's have less racing and more competitive racing. And when we talk about competitive, point number 2, now amounts of graded or black type races in the sport. Basically, we've created a program to keep the fat owners fat. So we have far too many black type events, too many opportunities for horses to avoid meaningful competition with each other. We know Altior never faced Cyaname. In any other sport, for example, that example would simply not be allowed. Real Madrid played Barcelona 3 or 4 times last year. England played Australia at cricket. Wigan plays St Helens. These are normal matchups in other sport. That's how you push sport, not by allowing the best in the sport to routinely avoid each other. So we must reduce the amount of black time. Point number 3, final point. Media rights deals, levy deals should only be structured on bookmakers betting well on the product, ensuring that they make profit and good profit from the product. If they're not prepared to bet well, you simply don't allow them to have your data and your streaming rights. You cut them off at the pass. So the sport must lead on the front, be more on the front foot based on and recognize that we need the bookmakers to bet well on it so we make more profit out of it. So take this message forward, guys. Once again, you've got your honest bookmaker. Do follow me. If you're looking for a fantastic betting service, then only Jeff Banks Online is going to provide that for you. So do sign up today. Thanks for listening.